was no rain forecast today. We were like, oh, we should take advantage of the dry weather and cruise. And guess what? It's raining.
Yes, well, apparently the chickens, gizzards and livers and stuff didn't add up to what they thought they would.
So we've had a night here in Wrenbury, and it's been nice. There's lots of moored boats. Everyone's left before us. Well, the ones that are going. Met some nice viewers. We met a guy that's got a YouTube channel where he takes his drone and films various things, including his trip over the aqueduct. So that was nice to watch.
Should we put a link down below?
Yeah, I can put a link down below. Michael was considering whether he wanted to buy a drone after that.
Yeah, which is why I was sitting out there talking until well after dark, and George was with me going, I don't understand.
I want my dinner.
And eventually Joe came walking up the towpath of the lake going, did he drown?
Like, Michael will walk George for like maybe an hour maximum. He was gone for 2 hours and it got dark, and like, you don't throw the ball for the dog after dark. So like after 2 hours I was like, I'm gonna have to go and find them, because he didn't take his phone with him.
Because it was charging.
So I look like the annoying wife going, Michael, come home. Oh.
But she's like, I thought you might have been dead in a cow field. You know, you never know. There are several cow fields around here, and some of those paths could be slippy, so, you know.
And then a viewer left a note on our boats inviting us to brunch, which was really nice. But we're not going to brunch because we were going to have an early start, and it's 10 o'clock now. So we've just been up chatting to them, so that was really nice. And then another viewer who we've been kind of leapfrogging with all the way since, I don't even know when we first met them, Rugeley.
Yeah, that's about right.
They went past, and they've got a little dog who's not interested in tennis balls, so they decided to give their tennis balls away to George. So George had tennis balls raining down from heaven this morning.
Which was hilarious, because George had just dropped his manky green kind of bitten in half tennis ball right in front of me, so it was sitting, you know, kind of at my feet as I'm talking to the boat. And of course I know the balls are incoming, but George is just like intently looking at that green ball, and then all of a sudden the yellow one bounces across the field of view, and he's just like, oh, okay. And
we also just got told that like Sundays and Thursdays are the busy days at the locks that we're going to go through, the Grindley Brook locks, because all the hire boats kind of leave on Saturday and then get to there on Sunday. And of course it's Sunday today, so we don't want a big backlog. So
yeah, and just up there, just behind us, sort of there, behind Joe's head, is the powered swing bridge, but also the sort of launching point of the ABC hires. So yesterday it was chock full of boats. Today it's largely empty. So we know that there's a lot of them out there moving around, which is great. I'm glad people are enjoying it and everything, but we might not make it up those locks, or down. Are we going up those locks?
I don't know.
I think we're going up those locks. We might not make it up those locks today if there's much of a backlog.
Especially if we just keep talking and
never actually get there.
Also, we've also been told that near those locks, I'll have to look exactly where, there's a place that does doggy ice cream. So
yes.
We've promised George an ice cream. All right, let's get going.
All right. ready for Scoops Vanilla Ice Cream for Dog Store? Okay, he likes that.
We have made it to the little Whitchurch arm. We left Wrenbury and did 2 swing bridges and they were fine. I got a bit flummoxed by the first one because it was like, because usually if they're automatic you just press buttons, and this one said shut the manual barrier, and I was like, well, if it says manual then that means I have to physically lift it, so I was like, I don't want to do that. But it was fine.
And then the second one was opened for us.
Although it said please keep shut,
Yeah.
but because we found it open, we left it open.
Yeah.
And then there was a few locks
Yep, there was quite a few locks actually.
spread out, and then we got to the
The Grindley Brook locks.
and so there's 3 separate locks, and then there's a staircase of 3.
You kind of come around and there's a road embankment where you go through a very small tunnel,
Yeah,
and that's before the locks begin.
yeah,
So when we got there, I was just like, wow, this sort of sucks, because we've been told this is like a really busy area,
Yeah.
and you cannot see if there's
No.
anybody coming through the other side.
no,
You have to get to a point where, like from the back, you have to straighten up and be on your way into the tunnel before you'd even know if somebody's coming out of it.
yeah. Those locks were fine, except the second one was against us, so I ran ahead to empty it because there's no boats coming the other way, and then you had to shut the lock beforehand, and then you had to come around your corner into a runoff to find the gates not open.
Yeah. Luckily, the runoff looks like much worse than it actually is on that one.
Yeah.
Several of them have really shoved me sideways,
Yeah, and then
but
on
that
the,
one kind of directed in the wrong direction, so it actually wasn't too bad.
and then the next one was more ferocious, and there was a boat moored on the lock landing,
Yeah.
which meant you had to do some manoeuvring not to hit that boat.
Yeah, well, basically, I had to go in at like high speed with my bow pointed towards the overflow,
Yeah.
and with my stern coming within just a few inches of their boat,
And
and
it's
then
hard,
try and snap back straight, and then I
Yeah.
thunked into the brick.
it's hard to do that with precision when there's all that going on. After the third lock, you've got the staircase.
There's this like 90-degree turn into the staircase.
Yeah.
So Joe stays below to finish up the lock. I go around the corner. I had something in my eye and went to rub my eye. She thought I was waving like there's something going on.
I thought he was like acknowledging the lock keeper. So I was like, oh good, there's a plan in place.
Yeah, and all I'm looking at is a giant wall.
And then you were like, no, go and see what's going on. So I ran past the instructions. So then I spoke to the lock keepers, and they were like, there's no other boats on the flight. So they were like just having a chat. And I was like, is it all right if I come up? And they were like, yeah, of course. And then they were like, go ahead. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do. Can you tell me what to do? I didn't say that. I just kind of styled it out.
Yeah,
And then
they figured it out.
They finished the conversation. And because I should have read the instruction. But they were great, the lock keepers, and they helped us through. And they had this system, like,
Yeah.
they each had different duties. And
So
it
they
just,
moved us through real fast.
and then there was 2 boats behind us that followed us. Yeah, so Martin and Emma, who are the people that kindly drove us to get our gear shift cable when it snapped all those weeks and months ago, recommended the cafe by the staircase because it does dog ice cream. So we promised George you could have a doggy ice cream.
Mhm.
So we moored up just at the top of the locks, then we all had an ice cream, and George's just went in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was
flat.
hilarious because Joe gets her mint choc chip, and I get my 2 different random flavors.
Rhubarb and toffee or something.
Rhubarb and toffee, yeah. And and I start eating mine.
Well, we're both
and George is just like trying to lunge at both of our ice creams.
He's like between us and he's getting his tongue out, but he's not quite getting it onto the cone.
I can't make it to Dad's. I'll try my. Nope, can't make it. So then finally, Joe, because she wants to take some photographs of George getting his ice cream. So finally she's like, fine, you can give him his ice cream. Because he was looking totally despondent at this point. So I took the lid off, put the thing down, and yeah, he just slurped the heck out of it.
Because we'd watched this other dog get one, and he'd been eating it for a good 5 minutes before George started, and George still finished before him.
Oh yeah, George threw it. He went through it in maybe 2 minutes.
So we'll have to stop there on the way back and get him another one.
Oh, I think so.
Yes, and then I wasn't ready to stop then, but we carried on another mile or so, and we came down this little arm by Whitchurch.
Yeah, which first meant getting you to jump off. Joe had to jump off to deal with the...
I checked the map and I was like, no, there's no more swing bridges, and then we immediately got to a swing bridge.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the turn was too acute that you couldn't get in. So someone told us that there was a turning point, so Michael went and turned, and then came back, and then came down the arm, and then turned at this turning point, and then backed into this mooring, which was fun in itself.
On my way down the arm past one of the boats that's sitting near the first turning point, by the way, I was asked for some of your parsley.
Oh really? Did you give it away?
No, I couldn't get to it. I was like, you can get on there, but I was already on the way past.
We're undecided as to whether we're going to stay here tomorrow. I assumed we'd have a day here. Michael assumed we'd be cruising tomorrow, so I think I'd like to stay because I'm tired.
And I think that's reasonable. So, yeah, most likely we'll take the night off, do a little bit of catch up and stuff, and you edit. I'm going to get the fire going. We have rain coming tomorrow, so the touching up the paint doesn't seem like such a great idea.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. We're loving the LLangollen.
Yeah.
And apparently it gets nicer from here, so...
If it gets nicer than this, then it's just going to be like ridiculous, because it's been lovely.
Yeah. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it.
Subscribe if you want to get notifications. Hit the bell.
Nice target.
Subscribe, and if you want to get notifications, hit the bell.
And comment down below.
Oh, was I supposed to go with that one?
Yeah, you were. But
I see. Right.
No, I need a wee.
No, she needs a wee.
So we've had a night here in... Let me just check I'm recording.
Wrenbury?
Come on, Henry.
Yeah. Henry's being naughty.
Henry's distracted. There we go. Henry's gone.
So we've had a night here in Wrenbury, and it's been fine.
Is it Wrenbury?
Wrenbury.
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 Wrenbury. Yep. I was surprised there's an R in it.
But now it is.
All right. Good behavior on.
Luckily the last minute didn't record audio, so
I am cheerful and do not have hemorrhoids.
You know that's going.
Gotcha.
That's going in the bloopers. Got you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I said it here. It's fine. It's not fine. It's okay. It's not fine.
Should we start at the beginning?
Well, first there was a point of infinite density.
Begins with G.
Blur.
Grim. Not grim.
Grim. We need the name of this one.
There's the map inside. Oh, there's the map.
She can get to the...
Oh! Oh, I just broke a nail.
Grindley Brook. It's like, why are you in the boat?
Did you
it's my home. Why is your home in a boat?
Did you hear that?
He did not look happy with that.
Those kids that were just coming up here, and the mum had to go, no, they're on a they're not pirates. Just because they're on a boat doesn't make them pirates.
We are pirates. Yeah,